Well, you know what they say. The loudest one in the room is always going to be the weakest. The loudest ones in the world are definitely the weakest. I see all over the internet, all over YouTube, Instagram, of people of all walks of life in this country mocking and scoffing and berating the Iranians, berating and disrespecting the Russians, berating and disrespecting the Chinese and the North Korean and the Turkey, people from Turkey. You need to understand something, is that when you call someone's bluff, and it doesn't matter if it's the president, the vice president, secretary general, the commander, the colonel, whoever it is, they may not answer or do something when you think they should, but guess what? That response is coming, and that response is coming with no words. Now, they've warned you, and guess what? It's coming. You have to understand, what's behind them is not just the Russians, the Chinese, the Turks, the Pakistanians. See, a lot of you are ignorant and you don't even realize that the Bible tells us in Jeremiah chapter 50 that God is the one who is behind these nations, rousing them up. The Persians, which are the Iranians, they're coming. They're coming. And a spoiler alert, Jeremiah chapter 50 verse 23 says, how is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder? How is Babylon the Great broken? Well, for you, those of you out there who are making these videos to get likes and to get laughs and to get your jokes off, it's talking about America. Now, there are a lot of people down in Alabama, a lot of people in Kentucky, a lot of people in Texas, a lot of people everywhere that are saying, well, if Iran want to come on, tell them come on. I wouldn't do that if I were you. Half of you don't even know how to hold a pew-pew the right way. Half of you are scared when a firecracker goes off. Half of you don't even know what an M80 sounds like, let alone an ICBM or an atomic bomb. But yet everybody's so bold, so tough, so courageable when the heat ain't on. But I'm going to tell you something. When they send their bunker busters over here, when they finally cut the power, when they finally do that, you can't use your cell phone, when you can't drive your car, when you can't turn on that Xbox, when your lights are not working, guess what comes after that? The National Alert System that was recorded in 1984, pre-recorded. It tells you this is not a test. You're not going to be able to watch your TV shows, your good times, your amens and all that. You're not going to be able to watch it. Because I guarantee you, when Iran sends up its nukes, Russia's going to follow after, China's going to follow after, Turkey's going to follow after, everybody's going to follow after. You see, all this arrogancy and this pride, it's repugnant. Pride comes before the fall. And if a lot of you don't even realize that the day of the Lord is going to come on a beautiful day with not a cloud in the sky. It's going to be a day when you're barbecuing, when you're 1-2 stepping, when you're out playing your baseball, when you're out playing basketball, when you're out playing your flag football, when you're out playing with your kids. Guess what? That is going to be a dreadful day. Now, I don't know the day of the hour, but I do know that day is going to be a day that nobody is going to be aware of. And it's going to be a day where everything seems to be perfect. I know a lot of you done spent almost a few bags on your 4th of July fireworks and all that. My best advice for you is that you need to be on alert. You need to be on alert. Now, I live in Kansas City. The fact that J.D. Vance would say publicly on national TV that these B-2 bombers came from Whiteman Air Force Base, which is in Kansas City, is completely deliberate. It's not something that he messed up and said. No, he said it for a reason. Why? It's because the governments are working together for one agenda, to bring in the new system. Now, these sleeper cells, a lot of you guys are talking tough, a lot of snot noses is talking tough. Trust me, you've seen sleeper cells, you just don't know who they are. It's Habib at the gas station. It's the guy at your mini mart. It's the lady at your nail shop. It's the guy at the cell phone store. And these people don't like you. And guess what? They have TikTok too, and they hear all the tough stuff that you're saying. I know a lot of you are saying, oh, well, we ain't worried about it. That's the problem. You're not paying attention. You're not circumspect. You're not wise. You lack wisdom. See, the Bible says wisdom is too high for a fool. What does that mean? A lot of you lack wisdom and you'd rather pander to the crowd, the same crowd that's going to fall with you. See, if you knew better, you would do better. But America doesn't have that much time left. She does not have that much time left. Now, for you, those of you out there who continue to want to keep on going on and pressing this red button and berating and disrespecting and mocking these people, guess what? Like they say in the hood, keep that same energy, because it's coming.